going.
Okay, YouTubers. Well, my wife asked me, can you use the backhoe to straighten the frame on the Corvette? Let's see what happens. Let's try it again.
Pretty straight now, but...
Well, yeah, but the back end's cranked up, so
Well,
I'm gonna push that a little more.
Greg, close the... Careful. Be careful with the hood.
You wanna join me?
No.
Don't enjoy the ride. each time I come back here, I'm pushing it a little bit further until the back tires hit the ground, which means we're getting a little bit of movement out of that frame.
Ah! The back is moving too.
Yeah, a little. See, I'm hitting tires now.
Ah! Okay, slowly.
That's a lot more flat than it used to be. You can see right here at the original bend, the metal is starting to tear where it had the original buckle. Can you guys see that tear right there? A little crack in the frame. So we're starting to stretch the metal back out and work hardening it. That's okay because like I said, I'm going to be replacing a lot of this frame anyway when I do my conversion. Other side. We're not ripping over here yet, but a lot of that bend is gone. You see there's still a little bump across here where this ground screw is, but that's a whole lot better than it was before. So yeah, let's maybe we can fire it up now. I don't know, what do you think?
Yes.
We gotta check the oil and some other stuff. Well, let's see. We lost the belt on the AC. No biggie. The power steering cylinder here has pulled away from the harmonic balancer. That's a good thing. You can see a little bit of grinding right here across the harmonic balancer. You see all that bright shininess? That's how far we pulled it. Pulled the frame that far forward just now. It's still going, don't worry.
I know, but I want to see.
You want to see?
What I'm doing.
Well, yeah, I hear you. Stupid GoPros.
Yeah, remember I told you about the belt? I put it in the crashes now.
Yeah. So that's better. That's a lot better. We could probably do a little bit more if we pushed on one side at a time, but the car was getting kind of funky.
Yeah.
Because I was pushing right here in the middle, so we're putting force on both frame rails. Like if I just do one frame rail at a time, I might do a little better. But the car was going a little sideways.
Yeah, you might tweak it, it might get ugly.
Yeah. But like I said, we're not going for perfection here. I just wanted to make it look a little nicer so we can start it up. Just eyeballing it from the front. The right side still needs to come down a bit. Quite a bit, actually. So I might push on the right side a little bit, just to make it a little more even. How to straighten your C5 Corvette frame. Done.
It was your wife's idea, remember?
That was a good idea. That was a good idea. That was kind of fun.
Yeah. I need an alignment. The tires are pretty far out.
Yeah, I think that's as good as it's got to get right there.
Yeah.
Without getting a chain and running down. But that's a big improvement.
Maybe what we need to do is lasso the motor and pull it out. Or no?
Okay, well, using the motor for weight. It's so close to the pivot point, doesn't make much difference. But look how much room we have now back here. Remember we were all pushed back here before?
Yeah.
We got room now. Yeah, there's room back there now. I don't know if I can lock it down anymore.
It sounded like it was twisting or something like cranch. I don't know. I don't think we're doing something bad. I think that's the best we can do. If we, maybe later you can do more.
All right, we're at max, maybe a little more. So plenty of Mobile 1, hope it's Mobile 1. And make sure nothing's gonna grab here in front. Looks like everything's clearing. I don't see any issues in the front. We'll probably get a check engine light because I don't have like the intake air manifold sensor attached or anything like that, but it should still fire even without
We
that.
have this thing here.
Yeah. Maybe like that around. Well, let's see what happens.
Do you want to put the wood out or no? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Where should I stand?
Right there, I guess. If it fires up, then you have to run around to the back and listen to the exhaust for all the YouTube viewers.
Oh.
They gotta hear the exhaust. Well, I don't know if the clutch is gonna work either. We'll see.
Remember you were
The
supposed
neutral
to.
safety switch may not work. All right, here we go. Maybe out of gas too. I'm showing. No, I got some gas.
It sounds like it needs power.
I don't want to jump on it too hard, but it runs! A nice plus. Sounds okay. Excuse me?
That the balancer moves a little bit, maybe it's a little too.
Oh man, yeah. I agree.
That's the only thing.
We're gonna need a new balancer. That's not good. Yeah. That beautiful exhaust sound before it warms up too much. Right back down in there. You ready?
Yeah. What is that? Is that the
What is
clutch?
that?
I think that might be the clutch or something. Did it turn off?
I turned it off.
Oh.
Yeah, I shut it down.
Maybe
I
it's
didn't
the
want to get more
clutch. It looks like something is hitting
Yeah.
whenever you do that.
There may be some clutch damage. So when we pull this whole body apart, we'll investigate that. I'm surprised it fired up. I guess the neutral, because the clutch pedal's all the way to the floor, but I guess that means the neutral safety switch has been
Disable?
disengaged, whatever you can call it.
Okay.
So that's good, I guess. That's when we fired up. But yeah, something mid-motor, mid-engine is making a lot of noise.
When you give the gas, it sounds like a
So-
little metal, like moves.
Yeah, so the clutch could be toast. So who knows what we'll find when we pull that apart.
Yeah, but the balancer, look, it lost a piece right there.
Oh man, just now fell apart.
I don't know.
I think you're right. I think it did fall apart just now. I didn't see that before.
No, I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
It's falling apart. Right here, there's little chaps right there.
Buddy. How about that? Well, I was only revving it to about 3,000 RPMs. So, and this LS6 engine is good to 6,500. This red line. Fuel cutoff is probably a little higher than that. You Corvette guys would probably know. But yeah, let's push it back in, and then I need to get back to categorizing and organizing all my parts. If you guys need anything for sale, let me know. A lot of this stuff going on eBay. See it all here? Oh, look here, right here. Super rare rear brake ducts for a Z06. You cannot buy these anymore. They have been discontinued. So that's kind of a rarity there. Got the front air ducts. What else Z06 stuff? Well, you guys saw the vents over here on the side. Vents aren't a big deal. You guys can get repos out of the front for $100, but you guys don't want a repo, right? You want the real thing, right? And of course, the wheels. This car has 20,000 miles on it. These Eagle F1 supercar tires have been date coded 2015. So if they say they were installed at the beginning of 2016, they might have 4,000 miles on them. Who knows? So great tires, great Speedline rims. They have a little bit of road rash here and there. Actually, I don't even see the road rash in this one. I saw it before. Where was it? Oh, there it is right there. So you can't even see that. I mean, it's so hard to see. The other side has a little bit too, but just little stuff, probably from taking it through the Starbucks or something, you know? So, okay, so we had a bit of fun today playing around with the frame of the Corvette. It is, I don't want to hear the comments out there. Take two. Okay, so we had a little bit of fun today playing around with the frame on the Corvette. I don't want to hear any bad negative comments about how this is unsafe or whatever. We are not going to be driving the car this way. It just makes it a little bit easier to roll around the garage and give us a better idea of what's broken, gives us more access to the back of the engine, that kind of stuff. If you wanted to try to restore this car, you should take it to a frame shop, have them put it on a frame, have them use their lasers to measure everything out, and then they'd probably want to weld in some diamond gussets at the point of bending to reinforce the frame in those locations. So this is just for fun purposes. Do not do this and put your car on the road. Thanks.